So sad because it was just a rough end of the season for the Sacramento Kings last night, where the beam shines no more this season, my dear friends, and we're all feeling the pain. Thank you. Cody's standing by, getting a little therapy after last night's heartbreaking loss. Are you okay, Cody?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I've never seen you this sad. Like, you are physically in pain.
Joining us now is my sports therapist, Damien Barling, to talk me out of this. Damien, what happened? What happened to the season? What happened?
Buddy, I can't talk you out of anything. You have every right to feel the way that you do. This season was exactly the way Cody just looked. Absolutely miserable. From beginning to end, this season was awful. From the Mike Brown firing 31 games in, to the De'Aaron Fox trade, to the constant acclimating of new players, to the acclimating of a new style, to trying to get used to DeMar DeRozan, to the fan base disliking DeMar DeRozan, disliking Zach LaVine, disliking this team as a whole, to its, for my money, the perfect end last night. They were humiliated on their home floor by a team, by the way, who was essentially the punchline of the league for 2 months.
Yeah.
But managed to rally around each other, put together one of their best defensive games that they've had since the Luka Doncic trade, and absolutely punked Sacramento on their home floor. That Devin Carter highlight you just showed was the last highlight that happened inside the Golden Point
We
Center.
searched so hard.
In the building, as you know, Cody, it was so miserable in there. It was awful. The crowd was booing in the crowd, and everybody knew they blew it. They completely blew. And you showed Doug Christie right there, man. I feel terrible for Doug.
Yeah.
He deserved better than what his players gave him last night. He deserved a lot better than what his players gave him last night, man. And it was a fitting end. I hate that. I absolutely hated this season, Cody. And while I wanted them to win, and I would have been amused by this thing keep going into potentially Memphis and Oklahoma City and so on, I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, it was exhausting.
Awful.
It was exhausting. I thought this was my therapy session. I feel like you just did therapy. Hey,
Well, the
Christine
good thing is
Hansen.
I got 4 hours to do this.
Oh,
today.
that's true. Christine Hansen, could you do me a favor? Damien, while I have you here, I thought we would do a therapy exercise. So I'm going to dress up like Monty, and we'll have a conversation about what happened.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh,
I think you did the
okay. Oh, this is going to be
okay.
easy. You're okay. Yep. That's good. Put the vest on.
Okay.
Yep. You look
You
got a
great.
name tag?
You got the name tag. Oh, we're going. Oh, wow. We're
Bald
really
wig.
going in. No, you look great. Okay, Monty, are you ready?
I'm ready. Damien.
Great, you're fired. That's the conversation, Monty. You're fired.
Damien, it wasn't you. It was me. It was all
It
me.
was. Yes, you are a big reason. Well, now it's funny. The stories are coming out, but yeah, I believe either Monty and his decision making was a big reason that the Sacramento Kings were in the position that they were in, or Monty and his lack of a backbone are the reason that this team is in the position that he's in. And in the next couple of days, hours, weeks, you're going to hear stories about why this season went the way that it did. And a lot of them are going to point back to the Sacramento Kings owner. A lot of them are going to point back to Vivek Ranadive. And I've tried to stall Vivek out for a lot of the mishaps here in Sacramento. But at this point, he is the constant over the last 13 years or whatever it's been. He is the constant in why this organization continues to fail, even after it looks like we might have a small glimmer of success. Even when it looks like, you go back 2 years, Cody.
2
They
years.
lose Game 7
Yeah.
on their home floor to the Golden State Warriors, and no one's down. Everyone's thinking, that's all right. We've got a future ahead of us.
Yeah.
did not
I
think-
tried to help you. You had a great point guard, so I got you 7 point guards. And then I
Thank you
traded
for-
all 7 of them, and we had no point guards. What do you want from me, Damien? What do you
Let
want?
me ask you something, Monty. There's multiple reports. Many sources have told me, in fact, that Indiana was interested in De'Aaron Fox and not Tyrese Halliburton.
That hurts a
Knowing
little
that
bit.
you wound up trading De'Aaron Fox anyways, Monty, don't you think you should have executed that trade 2 years ago instead of the Tyrese Halliburton trade?
You know, that's past times. It's past time.
okay.
We're getting past that. I got you one of the greatest basketball minds. This guy had a head for basketball. He plays defense. He was tall. I got you Royale, and you rejected Royale.
You know who rejected Royale? Mm-hmm. De'Aaron Fox, the guy you wound up trading anyways.
That's true. He really
Yeah,
did.
it is. Like
It's
the
true.
whole thing was centered on De'Aaron, and you wound up trading him anyways.
Okay.
Which is why, Monty, again, you're fired.
I'm fired. I'm
I'm
fired.
sorry, Monty. We have mutually agreed to part ways.
Is there hope? Is there any hope? I know we lost our draft pick. I mean, we got a 4% chance. Is there anything we can do to fix this?
Is there hope? This organization has lived off hope for 18 of the last 19 years. That's all you have to live on if you're a Sacramento Kings fan is hope. Is it realistically there? I don't know, man. Like, I guess it just, are you a glass half empty or a glass half full? You have tradable assets. I don't know if Domantas Sabonis is a tradable asset. I think DeMar DeRozan is. I think he'll probably be coveted by a handful of teams throughout the league. He's a quality guy. He's a future Hall of Famer. Maybe he didn't work here. Maybe the Kings need to change their approach with basketball. I think a lot of changes are coming. Obviously, all kidding aside, Monty McNair was let go. There's going to be a change in the front office. There's already rumblings that, Scott Perry might be the guy who was around here before. He is highly respected across the league. There's also rumblings that Vlade Divac is going to have some sort of informal role with the organization, which if that's the case, we're headed for disaster. And it's not, I'm not telling a Vlade joke. I'm telling you, anytime someone is in this informal capacity, they have too much say. Hire a person and allow them to be in charge of this organization. And maybe there'll be a glimmer of hope there.
Thank you very much.
It's going to be lather, rinse, repeat.
Thank you very much. I know more therapy will be going on in your show today. What time are you guys starting?
We're on at 12 o'clock today, 12 to 4. The Insider start at 10 o'clock over on ESPN 1320. And yeah, we've got some things to talk about.
Yes, you do. Thank you so much for joining us, man. I appreciate you. I don't know if I feel better.
You know what would make me feel better? They just hired D'Lo to be the new GM.
I know. He's got the ideas.
Yeah.
The man knows stuff.
Would you take the job? Take the job.
I'm
Thanks,
in.
David.
Yeah.
He's in.
Perfect. Let's
Done.
make some calls.
Done.
Okay. That was easy. We figured it out.